Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 11th to the 20th, 2019, that's 2019, reading for you today. Now I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude, so I want to thank you so very much. Whether you're new or old to this channel, for tuning in and stopping by, it's an absolute pleasure having you here. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information will be in the description box below. It also has a link to all the cards that I use, and these two right here, the Fairy Oracle and the Witchling cards, are under Paulina Cassidy. That's her name. That's the woman who created them, and it will link you to her Etsy page. Okay, so let's get started, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, to see what August 11th to 20th, 2019 has in store for you. Virgo, August 11th to 20th, 2019, Virgo. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Virgo, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, Virgo, we have a water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. But we also have a healing and you being set free and moving forward. It's a student energy, so learning is going to be very important to you during these 10 days. It can also be a youthful energy around you, or even a child who is either very sensitive or who is a water sign. You are crowned by you right here. You're coming through as a queen, which means that you like to be a little bit more behind the scenes during these 10 days, and you're crowned with love. You have an air sign energy around you, what is an air sign? Oh my gosh. A Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. There we go. You have an air sign energy around you. You're cutting through doubts and fears. You're knowing your mind. There is someone who is emotionally draining to you. Now, it can be this water sign. It can also be this air sign right here. But you kind of have an emotional vampire around you, one that you feel as if you have to protect yourself from. There's a need for balance to come into your life, and there is a need to learn how to juggle your prosperity, because there's something here that's overwhelming for you. You're walking between the spiritual world and the earthly plane, which can very well be why you have these emotional vampires coming forward. There's chaos around you. Chaos, and it feels like battles. It could be, fights that start off as something small and then just escalate into something really big, or it can be internal fights where you're sitting there and you're looking at what it is that you desire, and you feel pulled in two different ways. You want to take a leap of faith towards what it is that you want, but a part of you feels caged and overwhelmed and thinks, can I do this? Can I really move forward this way? You have a soulmate connection right here. And okay, so I said soulmate, and I know I always say I don't like soulmate because I do not believe that our souls are separate. I believe that our souls are full and whole in and of themselves. And then you have people who come into your life who just bring more beauty, more prosperity into your existence. So there's a true love connection. There is a sense of meeting somebody who you just jive with. All right. So this can be having somebody in your life during these 10 days who is kind of like your anchor, who is the person who gets you really, really well. This person calms the feelings of being emotionally drained and the feelings of chaos. If this person that I'm talking about here, the person that kind of comes into your head, if you feel as if chaos kind of comes around you more when they're around, or if you feel kind of drained, or they kind of instigate issues and problems, this is a person who's masquerading as somebody who is very important to you, but actually isn't. Okay? So just be aware of that. I do see here somebody who is trying to throw you off balance. This personality is going to be a lot more outgoing, not outgoing, what is the word for it? Demonstrative. This person is going to be a lot more demonstrative than you are, a lot more kind of in your face, okay? Emotions showing more, everything kind of being more about them, all right? In the negative sense, this is a person who is draining you negatively. In the sense of having this combination that comes together, this is a person who says, of course you can do it. Don't be so worried. Don't be so afraid, of course you can do it. This person is going to be your biggest cheerleader. This is also going to be a person who is much more comfortable being the actor upon the stage, being the person who is seen, having that light on them. And it doesn't mean that everybody has to know their name. It means that this person can, sit there while you're having the moment of being the queen, being the one who's the director behind the scenes, and can, help you move forward. You are also going to want to be the actor upon the stage, the one who is seen during these 10 days, because you have 2 kings right here. But I am really feeling, especially with this healing coming in and this being set free and this walking between the earthly world and the spiritual world, you're going to feel much more harmonious behind the scenes, all right, as that director. Your fairy guidance. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Virgo, August 11th. Let me see here. Wait, hold on. All right. August 11th to the 20th, 2019. Virgo. This card right here, nurturing, and this card right here, happiness. Oh, nurturing your inner happiness is fantastic. Also, nurturing your inner child, nurturing your inner hopes, your inner fears is going to be something that's absolutely beautiful for you. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Virgo, August 11th to the 20th, 2019. Virgo, August 11th to the 20th, 2019. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Serenity, that's what you need. A place of peace, a place of calm. And rejuvenation, to rejuvenate your spirit, to rejuvenate yourself. So we're starting off with serenity. And this says, with a calm, focused mind and enjoyment of each moment, you're creating your very own... Oh, I'm sorry, this is sanctuary. Sanctuary. So you're creating your very own sanctuary. And so here you have sanctuary guiding you forward. You have a sense of inner peace. And that's why I said serenity, because there's a need for serenity within your life, a need for a sanctuary, a place that you can go to. And it can even be within your own mind. While you're going through the craziness of these 10 days, you just need to have that space that you can relax, unwind, and really recharge yourself. The color that shines through here is red. That's healing and cleansing your root chakra. It's going to be highly beneficial for you. Then we have rejuvenation. Rejuvenating your mind, body, and spirit. Rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit with a fresh and renewed approach to life. Do not hold yourself back, and do not keep yourself in the past. For some of you, that's going to be a place where you find your mind going. During these 10 days, you go back to the past and you feel caged. It doesn't feel as if you've had the healings that I'm seeing here. So make sure that you let your mind know, you let yourself know that you are moving forward in a healing and that you're embracing this healing. And every time you feel yourself kind of digressing, you feel yourself going back, you pull yourself forward. And it might, for some of you, actually have to be that you physically say, you know what, no, I'm not going back into that headspace. I'm not going back into that place. I am moving forward, and I'm doing so with ferocity of spirit. The color that shines through here is yellow. That's healing and cleansing the solar plexus chakra. Very beneficial for you. Then we have nurturing. Keep your inner child nurtured, and you will thrive with vitality. Embrace the inner child. For a lot of you, you've put that inner child in like a little box and said, okay, you don't matter. What you wanted when you were little, what you needed, the comfort that you needed, the care that you needed, there wasn't time for it. Or you had to grow up quick, right? So this is saying nurture the inner child. Also, do not, okay, for some of you, do not make your childhood your whole entire life, okay? And I know that that's a really odd statement, and I agree, but okay, it makes perfect sense for some of you who are hearing this. This is what Spirit is saying. And you need to nurture that inner child and not make that child feel as if they were abandoned or they did something bad or they did something wrong. There's a sense here of needing to embrace love, serenity, and honesty within yourself. Okay? By nurturing that inner child, you're going to be setting yourself free. Happiness. Happiness is the overall state of complete being. Embrace your happiness. Embrace your right to be happy, to live and move forward in your joy. You have a water sign energy around you, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. This could be a child, okay? This could be an adult who can be rather immature. You could be feeling trapped by them. Yes, you could be. But what I'm also seeing here is that for a lot of you Virgos, you are embracing this healing of the Page of Cups. You are holding the Holy Grail within your hands, a object of love, of sacrifice, of compassion beyond comprehension. Right? It is said that the Holy Grail was used in Christianity at the Last Supper, by Christ at the Last Supper, and was used by Joseph of Arimathea to catch the blood of Christ when he was crucified on the cross and stabbed in the side. Now, whether you believe in Christianity or not, whether it's a religion or a mythology, that doesn't matter. What matters is the love. What matters is the peace that this represents and that you are holding for yourself. Being in this cup, because I always see the fish as kind of being us as human beings. Okay, we are in that cup. We are being nurtured. And when you are ready, you jump out. You jump out into the waters. Now, does that mean that you won't get burnt by them? Does it mean that it won't be too much and too overwhelming? No, it doesn't at all. But it does mean that there is a part of you that is being released from being in a place of security to a place of, well, I guess it's insecurity, but it's also a place of endless possibilities. Right? I always think of this as the big fish in the small sea, and now, or the small fish, big fish in the small sea, small fish in the big sea, or something to that effect. I can't think of the saying right now. But yeah, it's rather to be a big fish in a small sea. And that's where I see you as, kind of being nurtured, being taken care of. And you might say, Dane, there was nobody to nurture me. There was nobody who took care of me. And I completely understand that. I really do. But it's also saying that divinity was nurturing you. Or it can be that you kept yourself small. You kept yourself in a place that is safe, that is in a place where you knew you were doing what you could do. And now you're breaking those boundaries. You're moving forward. You're embracing what it is that you want. You still feel caged and overwhelmed. Right? There's something here mentally where you go back and you just feel as if, oh my gosh, I can't move forward. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to get there. You're way too much in your own head, but this is the darkness before the dawn. This is the worry, the fear, the way that negativity comes at you and just says, oh no, you couldn't possibly be successful. You couldn't possibly be happy. You couldn't possibly move forward the way that you want to, because you're about to. So if you can be broken before you can actually go forward and achieve what it is that you want to achieve, move forward and take those steps that you need to take, even if they're failures, okay? Even if you sit there and you look back at it and you go, wow, that was one of the worst decisions I have ever made. There was a lesson to be learned within making those decisions. There was a lesson to be learned within moving forward in that ferocity of spirit, okay, in that faith of yourself. And you will see that later on down the road. Divinity doesn't show us all its plans all at once, right? And now you're embracing an extraordinary outcome. And that's because you have this balance coming in, this sense of harmony between the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, to be the king on the stage and the director behind the scene, to be able to use and understand your potentials and your desires. Now we have the Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles at your root. You have endless prosperity, but you're off balance. Emotions are running way too high. Calm it down. You have here a love connection. For some of you, this is a love connection. For others of you, this is a friendship. I mean, love isn't an adequate word, because you usually go to romantic love when I say this, or when anybody says it. But here, I just feel like this person builds you up. This person embraces your soul. This person, understands you at a level that it feels almost magical. Okay? Now, whether a person comes to your mind or not, and it doesn't mean that they have to be a pentacle. It's just a pentacle, an earth sign energy. It means that they are somebody very present for you on this earthly plane, some guiding force. Crowned with wisdom here, understanding the sorrow and the hardships that you have been through. All right, but not dwelling on them. This is not a person who, when you're down, brings up all the other moments that you were down and says, oh my gosh, you have every right to be. No. This is a person who pulls you up. This is a person who says, of course you can. This is a person who embraces your prosperity. You have endless prosperity. You need to see it within yourself, and you need to put your feet down and be on steady, dry land. Because right now you're on a wet, slippery dock. Believe in you, Virgo, because you will be achieving great things as you do. I see you as the Queen of Pentacles, behind the scene, much more the director, okay? Much more the person who is very powerful, but very much, very much comfortable behind the scenes, not always being in the spotlight. You might find during these 10 days that you have this pull of being out and then being behind the scenes. And when you are in front of people, when you are going after things, all right, you will feel drained. Well, you may very well feel drained. I see it very likely that you will feel drained. You will feel overwhelmed. You will feel as if, as if your energy is seeping away. That's because you're going to be more introverted during this time period. Right here. You're crowned by love. You're embracing prosperity. Your sorrows are behind you. Your sorrows are something that you've worked past. And now you're taking a leap of faith to where it is that you want to be, to what it is that you desire, to what it is that you want, body, mind, and spirit. You're heading towards your bliss. You're calming your emotions. The angels are coming with you. Jump. Go after the call of your heart, is what I'm hearing here. Now, as you do so, now this is interesting, because there may very well be there may be two people in your life, air sign energies, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or people who are very much in their minds, who are very smart people, and I'm not saying that you're not smart, but this is how they would be, like if you had to define them quickly. Very smart people, they are good with their words. Sometimes they can just be too cutting. All right? This is a person who's going to be moving you forward. Even sometimes their good intentions, they say it wrong or something to that effect here. But there's another person who is just cutting. They don't have good intentions. They just kind of cut you down at the knees. This is a person who is draining your energy. Now, I see you also as the King of Swords. So here, it's the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Fool. So this person will be helping you move forward. This is the triangle that I'm seeing here. Helping you move forward, helping you go after what it is that you want. Here, with the King of Swords, you're also guarding the seat of your soul. You have the Morgan crowning you. You know that life has been a battle. And it doesn't mean that it has to be terrible. I'm not saying that your life has been terrible. But living, and the act of living in and of itself, is a battle. The act of living in authenticity, the act of not being just like everybody else, the act of even trying to be like everybody else or everything else. It can seem like a battle. So here you're crowned with the fact that you are going to be able to move through this battle. You're guarding the seat of your soul, right here, with the chainmail over your head. Now, in Celtic mythology, the head is very important because behind the eyes is the seat of the soul. That's why ancient Celts used to cut off the heads of their enemy so that they could take their power. That's where Highlander comes from, which I think is super cool. So here you're guarding the seat of your soul. You're guarding your power. You're guarding the way that you move forward. You're cutting through doubts and fears. You're knowing your mind. Beware that you might be a little bit sharp-tongued during these 10 days. Also beware that you might be a little bit too focused on earthly things, meaning that you'll think, okay, I can push it. I can, go the extra mile. Having to sleep doesn't matter. Having to take care of myself doesn't matter. Having to connect with the loved ones around me, it doesn't matter as much as pushing towards your goals. Okay? So that can be a kind of feeling that you have because you want to take that leap of faith and you want to go, but that's really going to be something that drains you because you need your time to recharge. You need your time to be around loved ones during these 10 days. And if you're saying that you don't have loved ones around you, then you need your time to center yourself, to meditate, to connect with spirit, okay? To embrace your happiness and to soothe your inner child, because for some reason something about your past is going to be coming up during these 10 days that really does define these 10 days, but it also brings out either an insecurity or something within you that makes chaos very it makes you susceptible to chaos, is what I'm seeing here. The Four of Pentacles, prosperity, yes. Okay, you're guarding your prosperity. You're guarding what it is that you want. Especially here, we did talk about your solar plexus chakra. That's going to be very important. You might find that, you're finding, Spirit says, listen to your gut a lot during these 10 days. That's going to be very important. You can feel it within your gut, whether this is a good decision, a bad decision, things like that. You could be getting headaches and foot pain also because you feel so drained, okay? Because you have your energy being drained from you by people who might not even know that they're draining your energy. You're healing from this, and this is something that has kept you caged and down, and this is also something that has kept you from finding your balance. So making sure that you really focus on you and you focus on the healing that is coming into your life. This could be another earth sign that's doing this, an air sign. It could be a water sign, but I'm not really seeing it as a water sign, but it can be just this very forceful presence around you, these kings around you that think they know better than you. The fact of the matter is they have good ideas and they have good advice, all right? But you have to do what's right for your soul and yourself. As long as you're coming from a place of love, as long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're not diminishing anyone, you're perfectly fine. Find your balance. Find your balance and know your truth. You're walking between the spirit world and the earthly plane. That's going to be an overwhelming place for you. Because you're walking between the spirit world and the earthly plane, people are going to see you as an easy target because you don't have the same protections. Or, no, it's not protections. It's obliviousness that other people have, okay? Because you are being connected with spirit here, because you have the legs, if you see that right there, the legs crossed with the P. That's esoteric knowledge coming your way, that's spiritual knowledge coming your way, because you do have that People are going to see you as being more connected, so they're going to try and drain you so that they get their power, they get their truth without having to do any of the work, which is going to make you feel out of balance, out of sorts. There's cunningness around you. Use your own cunning to combat that. Use your own knowledge to combat that. And know that they cannot steal your energy if you are centered within yourself and you've protected it. Okay? They can, because everybody slips. Everybody has times where people can just, drain them dry. But here, you walk between spirit, so listen to spirit, because spirit's going to be protecting you. When things get too much, embrace your kingliness, but also embrace your time of kind of separating yourself and focusing your energy on what it is that you want, where it is that you want to be, and the healing of your heart and setting yourself free. There's chaos here. There is a chaos that comes from being around people who you don't want to be around. There's a chaos that comes from being pulled in so many different directions. I do see fights for some of you. They start off small and they just escalate. And after they're done, and you get really mad, actually, for some of you, it's going to be a real trigger point. After you calm down, you think, wow, that was a stupid thing to fight about. There's an underlying issue for some of you that needs to come to the surface with certain people. It is this person here, okay, this King of Swords energy, this person who thinks that they know better than you. It doesn't have to be that they are an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. They could be anything in the zodiac, okay? Any sign whatsoever. But they think that they know better than you. You need to stop thinking that other people know better than you, Virgo. Especially for these 10 days. There's just this sense of feeling like a student, feeling like you're taking everything in, which is a fantastic place to be. I suggest being a student your whole entire life, always learning, always, embracing new opportunities, new ideas. But never think that anybody's words or ideas are stronger and more prevalent than your own to your own life. Right? That's going to be a lesson for some of you Virgos out there. Then for others of you, you're feeling internal chaos. Guard your soul. Guard yourself. Know what it is that you want. And know that things are actually better than they seem. Because you have this power. You have this truth. You're setting yourself free, even though you feel caged and overwhelmed. You're embracing the truth of where it is that you want to be and what it is that you desire. You're sending out your ships. For some of you, you're going to be meeting someone, and it's going to be a surprise. You're going to be like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that's going to be that air sign energy. That's why I say watch out for two people. One is going to be a fantastic ally. The other is going to pretend to be an ally, just like this person here. And it can very well be the same person. Pretend to be the ally, pretend to be the one helping you, and really just have their own agenda at heart. And they're just kind of leading you along. So here, with the King of Swords, this is going to be the energy. This is going to be somebody who's very knowledgeable, very, good with words, can be a little bit cutting it to the point, but not in a malicious way. If somebody demeans you and then says, oh, I was just joking, you're just being so sensitive, that's the person you have to watch out for. That's the person you have to watch out for. You're sending your ships out. You're going after what it is that you desire. You're not holding yourself back anymore. And you're going to see a return on your investment. You're going to see what you have longed for come into your life. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. It's been an absolute pleasure reading for you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. Thank you for giving this reading a thumbs up, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Bye.